mentioned it tonight. What would be the recommendations with regard to which psychometrics are appropriate for the screening out stage and which psychometrics would be more appropriate for screening in?
Yeah, so the cognitive ability assessments we would use them, recommend to use them as more of a screen out stage. So use it as a very initial stage, and really what we're trying to do with the assessments is to limit risk. So we're not saying with cognitive ability assessments, so like the verbal reasoning, the numerical reasoning, we're not saying that those assessments will find you the top performers, but rather what we want to do is see who doesn't meet the minimum kind of benchmark in terms of cognitive ability. So we would say to our clients, instead of only bringing through the top 20% of scorers, use it to screen out the bottom third of people, because what you don't want to do is to screen out people with potential. You don't want to lose that top talent. So we find for graduates that you don't necessarily need to have the highest IQ or the best academic achievement to be a good graduate. What's more important is things like pace of learning, ability to adapt to change and be flexible, willingness to learn. So you're just really using the assessments to screen out the people who really don't meet that benchmark or don't fit kind of culturally or value with the organization. So for example, one of our clients, they used to use as their screening tool, they would look at CVs and say that all candidates have to get a minimum of a 2-1 in their undergraduate degree to progress. And then they used to move in psychometric assessments. They got rid of the CV screening. And what they found was that 33% of the graduates that they hired would have been screened out with their previous process. And actually those graduates were performing really well, and their managers all said that they would rehire them again. So it's really you don't want to screen out top potential candidates, just using it to kind of skim off the bottom. And then the personality assessments and the culture fit kind of assessments, they would be used then more for the screening in process later, and to help, as you said, with informing the interviews and seeing where to probe the candidates' weaknesses and things like that.
Thanks, Sarah. And just, is there a differentiation between